Resentment versus unconditional love. Today, I entered one of the Twin Flames groups on Facebook and read one of those very fashionable negative posts. Those that apply to conventional couples and not for twin flames. In fact, I had an exchange of words with whoever published it, and she told me in a very unkind way that I should go with my unicorn to another place, and in fact, I left. I love my unicorn. And I was left thinking that it's full of those kind of posts that invite resentment, that place the blame on the other person and disregard completely of unconditional love. When we embark on the twin flame journey, we don't know that it will take out all the internal demons to be able to eliminate them and make room for the true light of the totally clean and healthy soul. So, in the beginning, we are always going to see what the other makes to us, what our twin flame does to us, and we are not going to realize what a hidden part of us he or she is showing. Of course, I always refer to the true twin flames. And sometimes people fail to realize this. And there is a lot of talk about unconditional love in the articles and twin flames pages or YouTube, and these are filled with views, and everyone who believes they experience twin flame processes read everything, watch all the videos, but then one of those little posters appears where somebody put the blame on the other, and much people share them or like them. In fact, I see in some of my videos or articles comments of resentment towards the twin flame, as if they had never heard the video or read the article, and there are things that I'm repeating all the time. The most difficult thing is self-observation. There is a confusion in what is self-love and what is pride and ego. When we talk about letting go in twin flame processes, we are talking about letting go of expectations, trusting in the divine, because if you believe you are in a divine process, there should be no doubt that if we do our internal work, the universe, God, source, higher self, or whatever you believe, it will be putting the pieces in the right places, that even the most unusual events will happen so the soul can become one again. Whether your twin flame lives on the other end of the planet, what is necessary will happen so that you can get together, and you should not worry about how, but be sure that it will happen. I call that letting go. That also can happen with the twin flames in marriages. They don't have to think how things will happen. Simply trust the divine, because if your twin flame has to finish their karmic process to be able to reunite with you, you can be sure that this will happen naturally, without your interference and without harm for the people involved. But you also have to drop expectations. It's all about releasing expectations and continuing with your inner work, the healing of your most ingrained patterns. Because if I ask, I'm sure that many people reading or hearing this video have experienced patterns of abandonment and rejection with previous partner or relationships. Am I right? I also have experienced that, and I'm working on it. Although sometimes it's very tempting to send one of those little posters to your twin made by angry people in order to make him or her feel guilty for all your sufferings. But it's better to think twice before doing that. And I say it from all my experience. our inner child tends to scream and cry, and it's all about our own wounds that came out so that we can see them and heal them, along with those patterns that perhaps we keep carrying from past incarnations. On the other hand, I go to the point of the title that I have put to this video. You feel angry for what you feel that your twin flame did to you by showing you the mirror of your huge open wound, which will not be healed because you abandon the process and run to the arms of someone else who you think could love you better. That wound will remain open and will manifest itself in future couples or relationships, even also in the form of negative experiences with friends or family, because the person who is not loving you is you. When we doubt, this is manifested through the mirrors of the people who are closest to us, and magnified even more in the mirror of our twin flame. Then, your twin flame is the target of resentment for the rejections you suffered in this and other lives and the wounds of abandonment and rejection. Resentment vibrates very low and is far from the vibration of unconditional love. In fact, it's a great stone on the way to harmony and reunion. It doesn't matter how impossible it seems to you and what attitude your twin flame has towards you at this moment. It's not about blaming yourself either. We all come to the work without the twin flame's instructions book, and when we enter the journey, we are like on a night road lit by a candle. And that's why I want to help, at least through the videos or articles. They can show you a bigger picture and save you from so much suffering, since you can begin to work on yourself and to understand why everything is happening in order to overcome the stages much faster. Although I have said it so many times, there are many ways to heal and clear, although sometimes we avoid it. Meditations from this channel or others, healing of the inner child, some therapy with trustworthy people. I never needed external help, but I respect those who need it, but I recommend not to depend totally on that, but to use it as a step, or some bicycle little wheels that at some point can be taken out and start going along. Connecting with your higher self and be connected to your guide system 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I invite you to observe those quotes that apply to other kind of relationships and not for twin flames, and ask yourself, where is unconditional love here? Is it self-love or is it ego and pride in disguise? So I thank you very much for listening to my reflection. Of course, take it only if it resonates with you and leave it if it not. See you in the next video. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel Gapsil1111.